So we're going to talk about college admission standout factor number one. Here we go. All right, good. First of all, ideally, as early as the 8th grade, it's important to identify your child's student brand by leveraging the hooks to be able to differentiate themselves from other students that may be academically stronger than them and way more competitive academically. Okay, so what is a hook? A hook is a unique life experience, a talent, a passion, an interest, skill, or personal quality that can help a student stand out in a very competitive college application pool. So over the last 13 plus years, I've uncovered 39 hooks as a result of working very closely with students. So the goal is for your student to be able to identify very clearly from that list what are the top 3 or 4 hooks, and then to strategically sequence them, strengthen, and then leverage them. And once they have this in place, that becomes their student brand, which absolutely will help them stand out.
Hi, well, my name is Bobby Alvarez. I go to St. John Bosco High School. Before UPenn, my guidance department was not that great. They just kind of took me in and say, "Are you taking all of your classes?" I said yes, and they said good, and I was out. So when I came to college, I didn't really know too much. So I took the PSAT in junior year. I got a 182, which was nowhere near what I wanted, because I wanted to go to some pretty big name school. So I went with UPenn. I drove out there every Saturday for their workshops, and I took the SAT. I got a 2090 with a perfect score in critical reading. So they helped me out a lot with that. And I thought that I was done there, but then I got to work with them in college planning. And college planning got me all the ins and outs of college, just helped me out immensely. And I got into Notre Dame, Brown, and the University of Pennsylvania, and I'll be attending Notre Dame in the fall. So thank you, UPenn. It's been a great experience.
So this was a former student. If you observe very carefully, by watching and listening to the video, please share in the chat box, what did you notice that is unique about Bobby? Okay, there's something that is different, that's very unique to him. Please share, please type in the chat box, what do you think it is? What did you notice? So I'm hearing, okay, I'm reading. Yes, okay, he stutters. By the way, that is one of the hooks, which is called the survivor. And the survivor as a hook is typically the young man or woman who experienced an adversity in their past, was very challenging, but they were able to overcome, experience transformation, and grow as a result. So briefly, here's Bobby's story as he shared with me. You see, we all know just how kids can be very, very mean. And he experienced lots of bullying growing up because of his very severe stuttering. And even though his mom had him work with a speech specialist and so forth, the attacks of verbal assault just kept pouring in. And he shared with me, it was around the 8th grade, he made literally a life-defining decision, which was, I'm going to make sure that in high school, I get straight A's, because I will know that this way it will allow me to gain the respect of my peers. Ladies and gentlemen, he actually stayed committed to that. And through high school, he indeed got good grades, but it's not that got him to the schools. What happened is he, by pure happenstance, pure accidents, he told me, walked into a debate club in his 9th grade, and he fell in love with with speaking and debate and what have you. He had grown in his self-confidence and his sense of self-worth, and he grew his leadership skills. By the time he was a junior, He was the captain of the debate team. So when we started working together to put his entire brand, when I looked at his story, I noticed, okay, we got the survivor, that's a hook. We also got the leader, who's the captain, okay? But we also have, again, the debater or the speaker. And basically here was his student brand right here. And this is what gained him admission into those schools. Bingo. All right. So I think we can all agree that that student brand, captain of the debate team with starters, is going to absolutely set him apart from everyone else, because he was able to literally achieve real estate in the minds of the admission officers. You know, they're not asking, hey, what do you guys think about Bobby? No, they were thinking, oh, that captain, that captain who stutters, okay? Hey, let's get him in, all right? Obviously, captain, of a debate who stutters, it's what's unique is the juxtaposition of an incongruous statement. When I work out with students, the goal is to help them establish as close as possible a student brand that stands out like this. Okay. Anyway, it was very nice. I keep in touch with students, and when he graduated, from Notre Dame, he ended up teaching, and so I love that.